It's Monday, January 3rd in Crofton, and it is snowing outside. On this channel, we review all things going on in the real estate market in Crofton. So if that's something that interests you, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so when these videos come out on a weekly basis, you're up to date on what's going on in Crofton. Today, we're going to review all things that are going on in terms of the active houses on the market, houses that are coming soon, houses that are under contract, and houses that have settled in the past week. Active or coming soon. If you remember correctly, a coming soon property is just a property that is getting ready to hit the market, but just not ready for in-person showings. We have three houses that are currently coming soon in the market in Crofton right now. One of them is at 2431 Lisbeck Court. Looks like it's going on the market tomorrow. There's one at 1587 Forest Hill Court going on the market on the 6th. And then we have a single family at 2365 Putnam Lane going on the market on the 16th. Those are the three houses that are getting ready to hit the market. The current market has 11 houses that are currently active and able to see right now. It looks like there's only three that are actually detached homes. The rest are either condos or townhouses. The least expensive house in terms of sales price right now is that house at 1936 Bell Arbor Circle. That's listed for $239,900. And the most expensive house is the same house from last week at 2417 Kemper Road. That is still listed at $674,900. It looks like during the week there were three properties that reduced their sales price. The townhouse right on Route 3 at 1302 Iron Oak reduced its sales price from $670 to $665. We have the house on Irby, 1725 Irby, dropped the price to $540, and the house at 1634 Grayson Lane dropped it to $327,999. Let's take a look at the Irby Drive property real fast. It looks like it was originally listed at $600, and then it dropped to $549,900 and was recently reduced to $540,000. That house, it looks like it was under contract, and recent change was back to active on the 28th. Take a look at some pictures. Looks like a nice house. That one is right off of Tarrytown Avenue on Irby. Irby is that neighborhood that has all the Christmas light displays. I just recently sold a house on Irby. It was one of the newer houses in Crofton Woods. This one is a little bit older. This one was built in 1968. So that house is one of the few single-family houses that are currently available right now in Crofton. So let's take a look if there's any others we want to take a look at. We could take a look at the house that's coming soon on Forest Hill Court. Looks like it's a townhouse right off Tillman. Again, I live right off of Rydell. Tillman is actually the road that's right out in front of my neighborhood. I live in Chapman Farm. And Tillman is literally this house I could walk to in about 10 minutes. This one only has one outside picture of the house. Looks like it's a 3-bedroom, 3 full baths, 1 half bath, an interior row house, interior townhouse. So it's getting ready to hit the market on the 6th, so towards the end of the week, and it's listed at $375,000. And we still have that house on Putnam, 2365. Still haven't put any inside pictures up. Still has the outside pictures from last week. Again, that's a 4-bedroom, 2 1/2 bath that was built in 1991. That's over by Nantucket Elementary School, right off of Rydell. And let's see if there's any others we want to take a look at. The house on Lisbeck Court, coming soon as well. This one does not have any pictures available. It was entered yesterday. It's coming on the market tomorrow, and looks like there's an open house on Saturday from 11 to 1. So there's a couple of the houses that are either coming soon or active on the market in Crofton. Again, we do this every week just to get a look at what's going on in the market. Again, only 14 houses either active or coming soon, which is just not that many. But I'm anticipating in the next coming weeks that we should have a lot more houses hitting the market as we are starting the new year. Let's now take a look at the houses that are either under contract or pending. It looks like this week we have 24 houses that meet that criteria. Last week we were at 32. Looks like 3 houses went under contract this week. We have 2 townhouses, the one on Stowe Court, the one on Log Mill, and then the single family house at 1767 West Regents Park Road went on the market and got a contract. So let's take a look at Stowe Court, 2516 Stowe. That's in Walden, the townhouse in Walden. Walden has 3 sections of townhouses, actually 4 sections of townhouses. 3 of them are on the back 9 of the course, and 1 of them is on the front 9. These houses were built by Washington Homes. This house I'm very familiar with because it's a house very similar to the house that I owned when I bought my new property, my first house in Crofton on Tall Wind. So this house is an in-unit townhouse. It has a loft. Anytime you see one of these townhouses that was built by Washington Homes, if there's a little space between the window and the roof line up here, usually about 1.5 to 2 feet, that will show you that there's a loft. If you see the house next to it right here, there's no space there. That house does not have a loft. So this house was listed at $469,900. It is under contract right now. It's amazing how much these houses have gone up in value. In 1992, I purchased mine for $161,000, and it was right on a golf course. So this house, very similar to the house that I had. Looks like it's been updated a little bit. Nice hardwood floors, double French doors. Step down into the family room. It looks like there's a big room off the back. They put an addition under the deck. There's your loft. Hardwood floors in the loft, skylights. They put a closet up there as well. There's a view from the master bedroom and what the loft looks like up there. So I know we didn't use the loft much, but it was definitely a neat thing to have. That looks like that is the area. There's a great place underneath the in the basement, underneath the landing, which a lot of people use for storage. But that's the house on Stowe that went under contract last week. So 24 houses under contract, pending or under contract, and I'm sure there'd be a bunch more that settle this week. So let's take a look at the houses that settled, and we'll wrap this video up after that. Let's take a look at all the houses that settled this past month. So it looks like there were 40 houses in total that settled in Crofton in the month of December. 7 of them made it under the wire between Christmas and New Year's. 3 of them on the last day of the month on the 30th. A couple of the ones that interest me the most are obviously the house at 2801 Bright Court. I've been talking about that one the last couple of weeks. That one is in my neighborhood in Chapman Farm. It actually settled for $700,000 on the last day of the month. That's great news for the residents of Chapman Farm, as that is one of the highest sales in the neighborhood, hitting the $700,000 mark, which is great. A couple of others, the one on Wally Drive settled for $332,500. That house is right off of the Parkway, just past the golf course entrance. It looks like it is a nice, real nice townhouse, all updated. Bathrooms, kitchen, floors. Looks like it's a real great house. Another one that settled this past week, that looks like it was a nice house, was the one on Carlisle. That one was, again, right off the Parkway. This one is before the entrance of Crofton Country Club. Looks, again, end unit. Looks like it was an updated townhouse. This one was built in the 70s, 1975. But again, has all been updated. This one is neat because it probably has water view of the little pond that you see when you enter Crofton, or when you're on Route 3 traveling north. On the right hand side, you see that big pond in Crofton. So a couple of houses settled. Again, the highest house in Crofton that settled was the one on Jolie for 1.388. It's been a very good year in Crofton real estate. There's just no houses, very few houses on the market, and the demand is still really high. So now is definitely a good time to sell. And if you're interested in buying, you make sure that you choose a realtor that really knows the area. Thanks again for watching the video. Again, my name is Rick Gleckler with RE/MAX. I've lived in Crofton since 1992, and I'm very familiar with the area. If you have any questions about your real estate in Crofton, buying a house in Crofton, or anything Crofton, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, if these videos interest you, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so when I do these videos, you get notified. Thanks again, and stay safe in this weather.